A shocking development has unfolded in the world of entertainment and politics, leaving many questioning the boundaries of free speech and corporate responsibility. Disney shareholders have taken a stand, demanding answers and threatening legal action over the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel's show. A coalition of pro-democracy organizations, including the American Federation of Teachers and Reporters Without Borders, has sent a bold letter to Disney CEO Bob Iger. They are seeking transparency and accountability regarding ABC's decision to temporarily remove Jimmy Kimmel from the airwaves. The letter, a powerful statement in itself, invokes shareholder rights under Delaware law, a move that is rarely taken and only in cases of serious corporate misconduct. The groups argue that Kimmel's suspension may have been a violation of Disney's fiduciary duties to its shareholders, raising concerns about political influence and corporate integrity. But here's where it gets controversial. The groups believe that Disney's board and executives may have prioritized political considerations over the best interests of the company and its stockholders. They allege a potential breach of trust and loyalty, a serious accusation that could have far-reaching implications. The letter, dated September the 24th, seeks answers about Disney's involvement in the suspension. It highlights the sudden disruption of a popular late-night show and its eventual return, questioning whether Disney capitulated to government pressure. The groups are concerned that Disney's actions may have compromised its duty to its shareholders. And this is the part most people miss: the impact on Disney's stock. The groups claim that the suspension led to significant declines in Disney's share price, a direct hit to the company's value, and by extension, its shareholders. ABC's initial announcement of an indefinite suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live followed controversial remarks by Kimmel about the MAGA gang and Charlie Kirk's murder. However, Disney's decision to bring Kimmel back on Tuesday night resulted in the show's highest-rated episode ever, despite being blacked out on numerous ABC affiliates. The situation becomes even more complex with the involvement of FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, who threatened to pursue news distortion complaints against ABC stations unless Kimmel was fired. This threat, coupled with Nexstar's proposed acquisition of Tegna, which requires FCC approval, adds a layer of political and regulatory intrigue. In a social media post, President Trump railed against ABC and Kimmel, writing, "I think we're going to test ABC on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This statement, a reference to Disney's settlement with Trump over a defamation lawsuit, has only heightened the group's concerns. The groups are requesting documents related to the financial, contractual, and reputational impact of Nexstar and Sinclair's threats to preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live. They want to understand the full extent of the potential damage caused by these threats and the subsequent actions taken by Disney." Clayton Weimers, executive director of Reporters Without Borders USA, emphasized the ongoing nature of this affair. The FCC continues to threaten media organizations, and in the case of Kimmel, dozens of affiliates are still refusing to air his show. The public needs to know how government actions unfolded so we can protect the First Amendment. Randy Weingarten, president of the American Federation of Teachers, added, "Disney shareholders deserve the truth about what happened after Brendan Carr's threat. The Disney board must act in the best interests of its shareholders. And we're seeking answers to ensure that bond wasn't broken to appease the Trump administration." The letter was signed by prominent lawyers, including Christopher J. Clark, Roberta A. Kaplan, and Norm Eisen of the Democracy Defenders Fund. It highlights the serious nature of the allegations and the potential legal consequences. The suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live sparked a firestorm of criticism, with many seeing it as an attack on free speech. It led to boycotts, union support for Kimmel, and a plummeting of Disney's stock amid fears of brand damage and media censorship. Even after the show's return, Donald Trump issued a new threat, testing ABC's resolve, a move that only adds to the uncertainty and controversy surrounding this case. This story is a reminder of the delicate balance between corporate interests, government influence, and the protection of free speech. It raises important questions about the role of media organizations and the potential consequences of political interference. The outcome of this legal threat could have a significant impact on the entertainment industry and the relationship between corporations and their shareholders.